It's over, Lucas. I am a lawyer now. I will deal with judges and businessmen. You are just a waiter. You don't fit into my new life anymore. Thank you for the investment, but I have moved on.
Those cold and calculating words struck Lucas's chest, piercing him like a sharp, sudden stab. He stood there at the entrance to the graduation ball, holding a bouquet of inexpensive flowers as he watched Fernanda. She looked absolutely stunning, wearing the long, expensive dress that Lucas had paid for in 12 installments on his credit card, sacrificing his own lunch for months. For 5 long, grueling years, Lucas had dedicated his entire life to that single moment. He labored tirelessly by day as a bricklayer, undergoing the intense heat of the scorching sun, and then by night he would serve as a waiter, arriving back home with his feet exhausted and swollen and his hands rough and calloused. He wore the same old, worn-out sneakers and ate cold-packed meals, meticulously saving every single penny to cover Fernanda's law school tuition fees. His own dream wasn't about becoming wealthy, it was simply to see her truly shine. He became the very stepping stone that she needed to ascend and succeed. But there, at the party door, Fernanda was holding hands with a rich college classmate. She humiliated him in front of all the guests, laughing at his simple clothes and discarding him like an old, useless object. Lucas left there completely devastated, with nothing left, no money, and his spirit deeply wounded by their ingratitude. However, time is the master of all reason, and the world never stops turning. Lucas used that terrible pain as his fuel. He promised himself he would never be humiliated again. Through immense hard work and dedication, he opened a small lunchbox business, which grew into a restaurant and then became a giant food franchise. 10 years passed. Fernanda, on the other hand, never truly possessed the essential humility required for learning. She was a truly mediocre attorney who consistently lost significant clients due to her overwhelming arrogance and eventually found herself completely submerged in insurmountable debts. Unemployed and feeling quite desperate, she managed to secure an interview for the legal department of a major food conglomerate that was actively recruiting. The interviewer made it very clear. The owner himself insists on personally approving this highly sensitive position of trust. Fernanda confidently stepped into the grand presidential office, fully prepared to deploy all her charm. But as the executive swivel chair slowly turned around, her confident smile completely froze. Behind the sleek glass desk, looking absolutely impeccable in a custom-tailored Italian suit, stood Lucas. Fernanda's face instantly went completely pale. Her legs began to tremble. She tried to force a cynical smile and said, "Lucas, my love, it's been so long. I always knew that you would succeed. I'm so proud of you." Lucas didn't smile. He looked at her documents on the table, slowly closed the folder, and responded with a firm, cold voice. "I paid for your college, Fernanda. I paid for your books, and I also paid for your dress. But unfortunately, no amount of money in this world could ever pay for your character. And in this company, character is the absolute #1 prerequisite. You simply don't qualify." Fernanda then left the office, her eyes welling up with tears. She realized much too late that those who carelessly kick away the very ladder that helped them climb will inevitably find themselves stuck on the ground when they eventually need to descend. Never despise those who helped you from the start, for the world turns, and yesterday's humbled is today's exalted. If you truly believe she got what she deserved and have faith in the law of return, then comment, "I believe." Share this powerful story of justice with your friends and follow our profile for more inspiring videos.